Welcome back to the bubble, ladies and gentlemen, and Cossacks 3. Today we have another mod showcase on our hands, which I'm very excited to play, and it is the Rise of America Plus mod, which is basically the new version of the old Rise of America mod. I'm still gonna refer to this one as Rise of America, by the way, although it's named Rise of America Plus in the Steam Workshop. It basically combines another mod called State versus Country by Awar and Demouls, combines it with the terrain mod that Ebel designed that we've already made showcases of previously. So we have one new faction to play, that is America, which I'm going to play as, and of course we kind of have to go against England, don't we? So we are going to do that. And we are also, since it's combined with the terrain mod by Ebel, we will be able to choose between different seasons. And I'm actually thinking about going for spring. I've already done both autumn and spring, but I think we only did Black Forest with spring. So I'm going to do spring, landscape. We can have some lakes. That would be nice. Have some lakes. And terrain type, we can have just regular plain, and the forest type countryside. Remember though that when we did this showcase, the game crashed eventually because we had too many units, I'm guessing, on the field. So I have lowered the AI difficulty to hard, and we've also set a limit of the population to 1,500 units, so we won't go way overboard and potentially risk another crash of the game, because I want to play it with the highest graphics quality. Starting resources, thousands, rich minerals, and normal map size. If it's huge, I'm guessing that it's gonna be a bigger risk that the game crashes. But if we go to the countryside, we can have to the forest type. To the forest type. There we can select either the default one, Taiga. I haven't played yet, but I'm thinking I'll do a separate showcase on that. And then Black Forest, which we've already played in the springtime, and also Countryside, which you've seen before, or we can select a random choice. With the... I'm thinking... Yeah, I think that's it. I'm going to face against the hard AI, and we are going to have the balloon researched right away. So we're able to see all the beautiful environments right from the get-go. So let's jump into the game. Look at all that pause art as well. It's so cool. The American Patriots versus the English Redcoats. Hope everyone's doing all right, by the way. In Sweden, it's raining like absolute crazy. We've had a week or so with very beautiful weather, just clear skies and sun, and oh my lord, this graphics is just, or these artworks are just absolutely amazing. And now the all just clouds, the sky completely opened up, which makes it an absolutely perfect day to sit inside and record some Cossacks 3 videos. It always feels a bit guilty about doing that when it's perfect weather and perfect sun. Okay, and we are starting. I'm actually going to pause the game so we can check it out a little bit. I'm also going to scroll out as much as possible. Sorry, my scroller is a bit, but oh, I can scroll out like crazy. What the damn hell? I'm not going to scroll out that much. The scroller is a bit weird on my mouse, so it kind of bugs. So when I scroll out, sometimes it kind of glitches and scrolls in, but whatever. So if we just go around, we can see a lot of the new tree types, of course, and the ever so lovely little cottages with some farming land, some pumpkins, and some cattle. So beautiful. And of course, some other buildings that we can't do anything with. Also some ruins. So nice. And also we have some little lakes. Absolutely beautiful. And of course, some rivers as well. And fortunately for us, we have this little choke point here where we most likely will be facing the British redcoats if we ever get to the 18th century. I would like for us to do so. Maybe we actually should have started in the 18th century, but I will look into doing that on other mod showcases. We have one opening here, one at the front, and one down here. And oh, I'll never get enough. Oh, how cool it looks with all these buildings and the new tree types and the animation of the trees as well, which is going to make them kind of blow a little bit in the breeze. Absolutely amazing. We also can see that we have new options here where we can select all idle peasants, select all unoccupied mines, command center. Retreating troops are concentrated near the command center. Command center is used to create a general. Select general, raise the morale of units. Okay, so this mod is going to put another layer of complexity towards the game. So maybe it's good that we are actually playing in hard mode and not very hard, because I might be getting my butt stomped. And they have already started with a mill and going on economy. I wonder if we can still build town halls and things like that. I think we're just gonna have to find out. Okay, yes, we can actually build a town hall. And it looks like the town hall took some inspiration from the British town hall, but still looks a little bit different. Build one storehouse there, and then you can build a blacksmith. The hotkey didn't work. That's too bad. You start working on a mine. There we go. And look at this. Okay, I'm gonna have to pause some of these things to speed up the production of peasants in 5 times for 2 minutes of the game. So for only 2 minutes, you can absolutely smash out peasants. We also have this one, improvement of housing conditions, plus 20 to the peasants limit for one city center. 3,000 food and 1,500 gold. I'm going to try. Most likely I'm just going to have to go with the basic builds that I'm used to, and then we'll kind of learn as we go. We also have even more upgrades in the blacksmith. You build another town hall, please. And we can already build... Oh, we can build 18th century barracks right away. How absolutely lovely. And it looks like they have taken more inspiration from the castle from Scotland. Oh, and what can we make here? Slaves. Harvest resources. Can't fight. Unguarded peasants can be captured by the enemy. Cannot be captured by the enemies. Okay, so we also have different kinds of peasants running around. I'm actually going to do some trading now. And hopefully... We cannot get another town hall yet. 1,200. So let's just trade some more. That for stone. Just buying myself some time, basically. There we go. And what can we get here? Oh, yes! This is beautiful! A completely new faction. We have Fusiliers. Mid-18th century. Infantrymen armed with a musket and a bayonet. Okay, so we don't really get 17th century here, because it's more like the American War of Independence or American Revolution. We also have Jaegers. And for that, we need an upgrade called Create Light Infantry. I don't think we can get that here. Army Reform. Requires American independence. Decrease the cost of the 18th century barracks. We're going to want this one as soon as possible. Improve the stud farm stable costs. So cheaper stables. And these ones are just the basic ones, fortunately enough. Oh, I'm going to pause a lot just because I absolutely want to keep... just keep looking at as many aspects of this game as possible. What about this one? Okay, we're already in the 18th century. So we cannot get any of those. Should I go for slaves instead of the colonist, maybe? I can try getting slaves from this one. They take a lot quicker to recruit, fortunately enough. How much for this one? I can still trade for that. Actually, not that. We're going with 500 of each. And some more for stone. And just like that, we're going to get ourselves a academy. And it's that one also looks like it's taken inspiration from the British regular academy. Oh, I am just absolutely hyped up right now. So hyped up, actually, that I've forgotten to put... that I need to put units into mines and whatnot. Okay, let's actually trade for some more of these resources so I can start getting some mines out. That's going to be super important. And it doesn't look like the slaves are actually able to build anything. They can only collect resources. But I'm gonna do my best just going back to the basic and finding the gold mines. I've found 3 so far. Maybe that's all I'm going to get. Coal mine, iron mine, coal. Yes, it looks like that might just be the case. So we can just build some more regular ones then. Okay, and we have the command center. So now it looks like morale is actually going to be an aspect of this game, taking some inspiration from Cossacks 2. We have the command center right here, and as soon as it's going to be built, oh, I love this so much already. It's absolutely ridiculous. The hotkeys don't work, though. Cathedral should be J, but that doesn't work. And that's also, I guess, the British church, or it takes some inspiration from the Notre Dame of France as well, maybe. And a lot of upgrades are already built, but we can check which ones are new. We have this one, for example, wood cutting efficiency. It just looks a bit different, but also it's made it a lot more expensive than it was before. And also requires the American independence. We also have this upgrade, research a new additive in gunpowder, musket range plus 5%, also super expensive. And then musket range plus 10%, cool. And this one is the old basic one. Those are the new upgrades, and then a lot of upgrades are just removed. Although we don't play with cannons that now, which is a bit too bad actually, because that would have been cool to see. Cold steel weapon attack, training defense, cold steel weapon attack, and you can't upgrade the Jaegers, although they are recruited a bit slower, but most likely these are, yeah, they are the bayonet-less units, so maybe they take some inspiration from the Swiss Jaegers of the 18th century. We can start getting upgrades now. Peasants limit for 1 city center. We don't really need that quite yet, the housing conditions. This would be really cool though. But I'm actually going to instead focus on upgrading my gold mines, and also we will need to start going to work on wood. The problem is, actually, I'm going to take all of the slaves and put them to wood production over there. Point-wise, I guess we're doing okay. I've just been so busy ogling all of these cool new additions. Oh, we can make a staff officer here. Heals wounded officers. Can't fight. Long range of vision. We can also get upgrades here. Create light infantry. That's the one that's going to give us the Jaegers. Then we can also create a select infantry. Grenadiers. Create a select infantry. Okay, I don't really know what that is. Maybe it's a hotkey here. Create light cavalry. That's going to enable us to build another cavalry unit. And create a guard infantry. Okay, so those are upgrades that are necessary for us to get. I love this so much. And slaves. Go into the mines, please. I'm actually thinking about going for more slaves, because I don't think we need to build as much. Go in there, go in there. Okay. We're actually starting to fall behind. They have 2 18th century barracks, which is going to be... Okay, we can actually... The hotkey for the stables worked, so that's good. But we do not get out units as quickly as they do, so we will need to trade for stone and for wood. And like that, we should be able to get the barracks soon. We just need more gold because I traded all of mine away. And you go into that mine. And here we have the cavalry that we can get. Dragoon mid-18th century or the light cavalry. So we're going to start with the dragoons, actually. And I'm absolutely going to check out the diplomatic center to see if we can get something special from that. Or if it's the same good old-fashioned... There we have it, the other gold mine. Good old-fashioned mercenary that we get in the regular game. Let's call it the vanilla Cossacks 3. And I am just absolutely hyped about this. Okay, yes! And we can get specific units here. Okay, cavalry A, elite units G, infantry. Okay, so we can check between here. Dragoon mid 18th century, pioneer, and elite units. We have the guard, drummers, officers, and standard bearer. And here we have the regular infantry. Connecticut provincials. We can also get trappers, trapper grenadiers, Massachusetts provincials. I'm actually going to get those lads. And they're going to be pretty expensive. Already, they start off with a pretty high cost. Oh, I am way too excited. We haven't even had time to look a lot at the environment. Upgrade that mine. And I'm going to want this one as well. It's super expensive in food. You slaves, go into that gold mine, please. And then we will need to start going to work on our other mines as well. We have some, or only 4. That's a problem now that I trained them. The peasants are trained so slowly. So we really need to make sure that it's the slaves that we put into the mines instead of the regular peasants. We still have 2 minutes left of peacetime, which means that I'm most likely going to get absolutely obliterated, but I'm going to try to make a formation as well. We can get this upgrade, units recruitment speed, or we could get this to decrease the stable cost. I'm actually going to go basic with the recruitment time of the cavalry. We are going to need more lumber. I'm also going to get this upgrade to increase the field capacity. And now we should be able to make a formation. Oh, look at that. They also come in 2 lines now. So that is the line formation. What if we put them in the column formation? That didn't really do anything. Okay, that's the line formation. Get them in a big-ass line formation. And the column, that's the one that puts them into 2 lines. And what about the square formation? Is that still a good old-fashioned square? Yes, but it's a modified version of the square formation. This is so freaking cool. And the line formation puts them in... Is it one? One big line. Okay. Okay, the peacetime is up, and we're about to have a massive battle on our hands soon, I'm guessing. Light horsemen armed with a saber, effective for divisionary raids. I don't think we need to care too much about raids and things like that now, actually. We need more stone, so I'm gonna ask you to build a storehouse right there. Then go back, set you to start collecting stone. Oh, this is so cool. Make another, some more officers for formations, and I'm going to want firepower upgrade and the musket range, but we need the independence for that. Improve grain crops, research new niter purification methods, and research new steel grades. Okay. It feels like harvesting should be the easiest one, right? How much for the next? Quite expensive, and we are going to need more troops. So first of all, get another 18th century barrack, and then start working on the next stable. I will hotkey you to number 2, you to number 1. And we have a bunch of the Massachusetts provincials. It's good that we have the map already exposed, so to speak. So we don't need to worry too much about that. And also we are able to see everything. Okay, here we have idle generals. You can make one formation of the Connecticut provincials. Make a line formation. Oh, it also becomes a little split up formation like so. And I don't really know where we are able to see. Is this the morale? Maybe. No, this still has to be the reload time. I wonder where we can see the morale and what happens when they break. There we go. Start making even more of these lads. The Fusiliers. It feels like the Americans should have the blue shirts instead of the red ones. But we are recruiting, and point-wise, we are still a little bit behind. But we are still able to shoot them down. There we go. Keep making dragoons. Refill the lines. And you. Refill the lines. Great. And all of you are not in formation. Move back a little bit. Oh, I love this. Idle peasants. What do we want you to do, I wonder? We're gonna need some slaves to keep collecting stone, so we get a grip on that. And now we're gonna want to trade for the food upgrade. So what I'm gonna do is actually trade some gold for food. Oh, gosh, dang it. I didn't see them, although they were red. I'm just too occupied with being enamored with the mod. And we want this upgrade. 40,000 food. And some more gold. Anything else we can trade, maybe? Like so. Like so. There we go. Now it's only 2 upgrades left. Research new nitro purification. That's this one, right? Yes. And then they also wanted us to get research new steel grades. That is this one. So that's a lot of gold and a lot of gold. Something's telling me that I should focus more on my gold mines, actually, than I'm currently doing. So I'm gonna try to be a bit better at that. I don't know the current collecting speed for resources. Harvest resources, harvest resources. Doesn't really tell the difference, but I'm gonna get this one just because I'm curious. And we don't have any more idle officers, but I'm going to get some. Get some! And it looks like they will try to send some more cavalry our way, but I'm going to intercept them with some units of the Massachusetts Provincial Mercenary Troops. Army of George III. I didn't think we liked George III. Or they liked George III during the American War of Independence or Revolution. But seems like we have some of them here. And they are going to kill these Hanover Hussars. So far, it looks pretty even. 7 years war, right? Well, that went fine. Good. Now, what more do we want to do? We want to make another formation. I would love to do that. Line formation, like so. I'm going to need you to build another iron mine, coal mine, and I think this should be it on the mine front. Now, I'm going to want to upgrade these things. Requires upgrade. Develop geology. Previously hidden deposits. Okay, so I'm going to need this upgrade to be able to keep upgrading the mines. And I'm almost maxed out on my population space. We maxed out on 1,500. I'm going to increase the firepower of those units. And field capacity might still be good. And we are soon going to have this upgrade so we can upgrade our gold mines even further. And I'm actually going to trade some coal for gold, but I don't like that trading ratio at all, actually. Sometimes you just gotta accept it, I guess. Sell all the stone for gold so we can upgrade yet another gold mine. Here they're coming again, and I will keep having my troops in stand ground formation. And we can make a formation out of the dragoons as well. What are your square formation? A little bit different. Then like so, and yeah, we are just shooting them down. Works just fine. Now, what more do you want for me to get? The nitro purification? Oh, it's just a whole bunch of gold that's going to be necessary now. And now we're out of population space. I'm actually going to for one city center. Oh, damn. I actually think we're going to build ourselves some houses. Actually, we can build ourselves another town hall. So build it right there. And once you're done with that, a storehouse like so, and then go to stone production. You, my friends, can go right away to stone production. And you can actually build some of the dwellings. I do believe that the design of these American dwellings are different than any ones I've seen before. If I'm incorrect there, you are very free to correct me. Make another formation, in line formation. And here they're coming with more hussars. Hanover hussars. Absolutely beautiful. BEA beautiful. And also, oh, we have maxed out. We can't get any more than 300 of the grenadiers or the musketeers. So now we need to go for, I guess these are the Jaegers. And then Connecticut Provincials. I think they are musketeers, basic stuff. And these are... I can't really tell yet, but I would guess that they are Jaegers, actually. But we are almost maxed out on population space, so I will soon need to start sending some of my units to their deaths. So I can free up some population space. Go into the mine, and mine, and mine. I also wonder if this mod added some stability to the game, so we don't run the risk of it crashing as much. I'm actually going to send one formation in here because I'm not feeling too threatened right here. Upgrade the firepower, and we want... was it research new steel grades? Yes, and also the nitro purification. And they cost gold, man. A lot of it. So I'm gonna have you build some slaves or recruit some slaves. And that feels a bit over the top now, actually. Move in. Now we might... so far I haven't seen that any units break, actually. Maybe that's something when... Oh, low. Low morale. Bad morale. It's red here, so they might break soon. Poor. Are they going to die before they break? I think that's the thing with having officers. Move back. Move back. I think that's the thing with having officers, that they don't break the same way as they would. Now, let's see what happens if we just send in the Rogers Rangers. And they do not count as Grenadiers or as Jaegers. Oh, they are fast, though. Move over here. Absolutely beautiful. Create light infantry. We want to get these upgrades, but first of all, I actually want to be able to go up to the American Independence upgrade. Oh yeah, they are damn near indestructible. Super fast, super fast. Move up and try to intercept the Hussars. And although they are not in formation, they don't break. But this is going to be a bit more scary to face, of course. But it looks like I have a better military production than they do, at least. Oh, we can upgrade this even further, but I still want to go for these ones. Increase the firepower. We need to go to... we need to upgrade to American independence. We have to. We absolutely have to. And then we are going to get something, I'm guessing. We cannot get more standards unless we build more 18th century barracks. But we can still make formations. And we are almost out of population space. Stable. And on entering the... That's still the 18th century. Cavalry is available at the stable. But first, we need this one. So the next, that's the research new steel. We keep trading, and There we go. Now we should be able to research for the American independence, but it is expensive as hell. You can go to that stone excavation point. You build me a storehouse. We have some idle peasants. You can go back there. Okay. Feels like we might need to cool it a little bit on the peasant production, actually. I'm only going to need you to help building, to help constructing buildings. 24,000. And looks like they might be coming with a new army, Hanover Dragoons. These are going to be a bit more scary to face, I'm afraid. Make another formation of cavalry, put them right here in the line, and on stand ground mode. Let's see what Rogers Rangers can do against this army. I will also get faster harvesting. That might be a good one. Now let's see if they actually break. They don't. They are super steadfast. I wonder if the mercenary units maybe can't break. We are absolutely shooting them down. And also kind of keeping my population a bit lower. Now I want to try another unit. How about going for the Connecticut Provincials? They might be really cool. I think also that they should count as musketeers, right? Yes, they do. It's only the Rogers Rangers that don't really count as any of these units, so there's no limit to them. The guards would also be really cool, but we need upgrades for that. And I guess all of those upgrades are somewhere here. Or here. It must be here. Create light infantry, create the guard infantry. That's the one we want. But first of all, I want to go up to the... get the American independence upgrade. I'm saying go up to the 18th century. But of course, I mean that we need to upgrade for the American independence. And that 30k, that's quite a lot of money. But we will just keep trading stone for it, and eventually we should get there. We can get another stable, but I do not want to put gold into anything else than towards the American independence. We need that independence, boys. There we go. And what will we get? None of these. They require separate upgrades. And this upgrade takes a lot longer than it usually does to go up to the 18th century. But I'm fine with that. That's an interesting addition. That one's upgraded, that one's upgraded. And that one is already also upgraded. Okay. Doesn't feel like we need to have as many units in the mines as we do currently. Also, another thing that I like is that double-clicking on a unit now doesn't select the ones who are in formation. So if I double-click on this Dragoon, it only selects Dragoons that aren't in formation, which is going to make it a lot more easier to navigate the troops. If I double-click on a Dragoon who are in a formation, then I will select all of those formations. Oh yeah, my guys are actually holding the ground really, really well. We will get the wood-cutting efficiency as well. Feels like a neat upgrade to have. And soon we are going to run out of population space. And now we can get the military commissariat. I wonder what we're going to get from this one. I'll build it right over there. And we have the beautiful American flags right outside the doorsteps. I put it right there. Right on the little lake shore. Okay, and what can we get here? The volunteers. And it looks like... Oh, I can set peasants to go inside. That's what gives me recruits. So I won't be able to recruit unless I have peasants in there. Beautiful detail. Which the American Conquest, I think that's another game made by this developer, where you had to put recruits into the building to be able to train. If I make 8 of those, then we have them like right there. 28 in musket fire. You also have 28 and 31. You have 32, so a little bit better bayonet damage. But you have better protection. And so do you. 265 kills already on this squad. They are doing a massive job. Oh, I love it. We are going to need more volunteers because they look gosh darn badass. We can actually send slaves in here as well. 54. Looks like we can actually almost max this one out. Workers. We have way too many more workers. We have as many workers as we are allowed to get. But that is going to decrease when we start recruiting, I'm betting. There we go. Make me volunteers. And you were holding the ground absolutely splendidly. So proud of you. Make another formation. Make it a column formation or a square formation. Column formation. And move up here. And you are holding the ground. You have almost 300 kills. But now that's going to decrease drastically. Keep holding, keep holding. You come here to the front lines. I wonder if we can make formations out of them as well. Assume column formation with standard bearer. Assume column formation. Okay, so we don't have enough. We don't have enough standard formations. And now we... Okay, they count as trappers, these Massachusetts provincials. And now we can't make any more of those. African volunteer. Oh, right. With the American independence, we can get other types of troops. Canadian Fusiliers, Canadian Grenadiers, Canadian Drummers, Canadian Officers, and Canadian Flag Bearer. And we can also get Scotland Grenadiers and Scotland Musketeer. I wonder if all the factions in this game have the same overhaul on their units. That would be crazy, and I really want to try that if that's the case. My Dragoons also changed, so now they look very differently. I am... Stable cost might be good. That one might also be good, and I will trade away all of my stone for gold. Musket range, that's a good upgrade to get. Range advantage is always a good idea. Make another 6 of the volunteers. And we can get another upgrade here. Harvesting, that would be nice. And the mid-18th century army of George Washington. Those dragoons are... Oh, it's still the same. They just change... They just changed the design, and I am going to zoom in a bit to take a look at these lads. How far can I zoom in? Like this. Okay, so the volunteers seem to be of African descent. And these dragoons look really cool. They look very much like the... Redcoats, I'm guessing, and the Massachusetts Provincials, they look like I imagine the American troops to look like. And these dragoons look like mounted Redcoats, and here we have the Rogers Rangers. I wonder if they are supposed to look like they have more Native American heritage, maybe? They don't look distinctly Caucasian to me. And, oh no. Is it? It looks like the slaves are Africans. Okay. Yeah, that might not be... That might be historically accurate, but it still feels a bit wrong, to be honest. And you have... insane damage upgrade, so we get that from them. Let's actually send you in. We are maxed out on peasants, 380 out of 380, and we soon won't be able to get... It looks like we might be able to recruit more than 1,500, the population limitation. The rate of fire is very slow on these units. But we are still racking up kills. Any more upgrades that we can get? Durability of walls and towers. Don't really think I need that. Don't need any of these ones either. So now we might want to go for some more of these upgrades. We can get ourselves another barrack. I don't think we need any more of the military commissariats. Because we need to throw peasants in there to be able to recruit anything. Now let's get some more of these and some more flag bearers. And all of you will be number 1. And we are not maxed out on Jaegers. So that's an upgrade that we're going to want to get. And that is not any of these ones, but it should be one of these. Sorry, it's difficult to navigate all these things. Was it one of these? No. Where could possibly this upgrade be? That's the Grenadiers, but I want the light infantry ones. Oh, right. I was already researching it. Now we get the guard infantry. All of your number 1. Start making Jaegers. And hopefully they are going to be able to run. That would be really cool. Idle peasants, go to stone production. We don't need these many on food right now. So I'm going to get them... going to put them on stone excavation instead. Now we have idle officers, so we will make 1 squad of volunteers and put them in line formation. And now we have a flag here as well. And they are making the barracks. They have a lot of troops, actually. Looks like they are just maxing out anything they can get in the diplomatic center. Oh, their guard cavalry was insane. Oh, golly, that was brutal. Mounted unit recruitment speed, that might still be good. I'm actually going to decrease the stable cost instead and increase the firepower on my Jaegers. So we might have been a bit overconfident here, but who knows? Who knows these things? You make another formation, and soon I'll march this entire army down. Get more of these upgrades. This is gonna get the guards infantry, which I'm very, very excited about. And that should be the... Difficult to navigate through all of these things. Not any one of these. Not any one of these. Where are... Oh, it must be these ones, of course. The guards. And we can also get marines. For that, we need a shipyard. And of course, I'm going to build a shipyard because we want ourselves some marines. Go build that. And get me some guards. I can get 300 of those bad boys. And then we're going to get 300 of the naval infantry as well, which are the marines. Is there any upgrade to increase the speed of how quickly I build stuff? Doesn't look like that's the case. Another 27 of those. Can keep upgrading the firepower. And doesn't look like we have a limit on musketeers anymore. I'm going to get some of those. Keep upgrading the speed that my cavalry's trained. Doesn't feel like I have... Oh, they are going to have massive armies coming my way. But we are just gonna have to do our absolute best trying to hold them back. All of you, stand ground. Stand ground, please. I told you to stand ground. Why aren't you standing ground? Instead, you're moving to your deaths, which is amicable, but not very clever. Upgraded firepower, and we need to start trading for coal and iron, and they are actually wiping me out. Send in everything that I have left. Make sure we don't run out of coal or iron. Send in the Jaegers. They should have better range, shouldn't they? Okay, we actually made it through. I'll still send the cavalry. I'm very much looking forward to these ones as well. 56, 70. So the Jaegers are actually better in range. Make more officers. Keep upgrading the troops. Can't upgrade that anymore. Defense might still be a good upgrade. And we actually managed to push through. And now we're going to hold them there for a while. It's going to be a long video. Sorry about that. But I'm just absolutely excited about going through all of these different aspects. And now we have the shipyard. So we should be able to get the Marines. Yes, I will actually get unlimited amounts of those as well. With unlimited, I mean like 300. Because that's all I can get. That's all I can get. And keep trading away all of my stone for gold. And keep getting all of these upgrades. Upgrade as much as possible. Because we did manage to push through. But that doesn't mean that we're actually going to be able to hold it. We also need the upgrade to get a grenadier so we can start destroying buildings. And I'm also going to want the light cavalry so we can check those out as well. Keep upgrading the troops because it looks like they are starting to have some fast cavalry and things like that as well. Don't need to check the academy anymore because I've gotten all the upgrades that I need. And stable costs are getting cheaper by the minute. Get another one and then go back to the field, please. And keep on upgrading the troops. And now we get the grenadiers as well. And probably we're going to need to maximize the damage output for them to actually be able to destroy buildings quickly. Move in. Destroy everything we can. I don't know why you're not shooting, to be honest. Because you have poor morale. Maybe, because you're not out of ammunition. But they're just too close, I guess. But okay. That's just gonna have to work. Keep making those dragoons, and we want the light cavalry upgrade. You make generals as well. Very high attack and defensive values. Requires gold for upkeep. They are expensive as hell. But also they heal. They don't heal, right? The standard bearer heals. Okay. Get all my troops together. I'm not putting them into formation. Maybe I should though. 80. That's a fearsome force. And they actually managed to push me back because I wasn't able to destroy their buildings, but that's fine. I'm absolutely able to live with that. Gonna get another melee attack upgrade. And the Marines. 31 of them bad boys. Guards. I want to make formations, but we need... Do we need these ones, maybe? To be able to make, like, marine formations and things like that. Maybe. We're gonna try and see if that works out. And also, countryside settings. Can't forget about that, and can't overhype it, because I think it looks absolutely bonkers beautiful. Love it a lot. Doesn't look like we have a lot of graveyards in springtime, though. Maybe that's more of an autumn feature. What's happening now? Your unit attacks an enemy. Is someone down here, maybe? Or was here? Okay, now I will make one with a flag or with a standard bearer. And it's slow recruitment time, 4.5 seconds and 2.4. 2.4 is not slow at all, but 4.5, being from a diplomatic center, is pretty slow. We can decrease the costs here even more. Actually gonna want to upgrade my gold mines, though. Because although stone trades very well for gold, I always prefer actual gold mines. Now we are not in formation, so we might suffer a lot of casualties here. But so far our range is absolutely incredible, and the Jaegers are doing a great job as well, and they're so fast. Super fast. They're not running like the Scottish swordsmen are, but they are still fast. Move back with my troops. And now we can start... Might want to start making grenadiers soon. But we are running out of food. Who would have thought that? We'll start making infinite amounts of grenadiers as well. We can have 32 officers, 220 Jaegers. I do like that there are limitations to how many we can get of a certain kind. And so far, knock on wood, the game hasn't crashed. And now, of course, we're going to want the light dragoons as well. I'm going to switch to only recruiting light dragoons. They should be fast cavalry. Select general, raise morale of units. Here we have the general! And he can't make formations, unfortunately, but he still looks gosh darn cool. He raises the morale of the troops, which is, of course, very, very important. And now I want to scroll in. Oh, yeah. Absolute baller. Very, very cool. You can just hang out here in the back somewhere to raise the morale. And we also have our light cavalry. I think we got the first light dragoons, who also look very, very cool. Look at them from all different angles. Love the details also as well. The details. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. 21 of them bad boys right now. Keep on upgrading the quality of them. We have maxed out everything here. And how many of the standard bearers can I get? I can't train another one. It looks like I might have maxed out. And why can't I make more marine formations? Oh, of course, I need these to make marine formations. Doesn't look like I can have endless amount of standards because I have 15 total, right? So just make more of them. Now it looks like we might be maxed out on our officers as well. So cool. Now you move in. Shoot whatever you get your hands on. We need more food, but I can't get any more upgrades, right? No, I can't. I don't need any of these either, actually. Might as well. I can't afford it for now. And trade stone for food so we don't run out of that. Unfortunately, the Fusiliers are getting slaughtered by the Redcoats. Musketeer of Garrison. That sounds cool. Sounds really, really cool. Now, let's do a desperate charge with 47 light dragoons, who I mustn't forget to upgrade. And go! Didn't look like it affected the morale at all, and they got slaughtered by the bayonets. You move in. We have 94 Marines, 63 bayonet. They have absolutely insane bayonet damage, but not as good as the guards, who have 75. But all of them have very good musket damage, actually. 68 on these lads. on the Jaegers, who also should have a superior range advantage. Keep on upgrading everything we can. How far until we can get another one of these? 72k? Yeah, that's gonna take a while. Officers with flags, and here we go. Guards. Can we actually put some Jaegers over on this side? I don't want the guard, only the Jaegers. And we can also get some boats. A bomber vessel. Of course, we need to buy some of these ones. Ship of the line, yes. Oh, it's not upgrades, it's just, it's recruitment. So, now we have another reason to go back into the academy. To get some more ships. 36 squad of grenadiers is going to be necessary to destroy buildings. Or actually, the ships might have good enough range to shoot a lot of that. Low movement speed, low consumption of coal and iron, requires a lot of gold for upkeep, high rate of fire and firepower, high tier warship. So this is going to be expensive as hell. It's going to be interesting to see how these numbers are affected. 81 minus 3. And we're going to want this one, right? Fishing. No, not that one. What upgrade do I need? Repair all ships. Design new rib system. That's the one we need, but it doesn't look like I'm actually able to get that. Where is the freaking rib system? Rigging types. Was it rigging types? No, that's rib system and new hulls. Okay, maybe I need to buy another upgrade before I can get that one. But we are going to try. Or maybe I need to get this one first, and then the next level is for other ships. Very slow building time on this one. That's for damn sure. But we have not reached 1.5k yet, so we can still recruit more troops. Oh, there we go. Oh, it didn't cost that much gold upkeep. Only like 4 for each of these, but they did not exaggerate when they said it had slow building times, but god damn, we're gonna build more of these ships. And then I'm absolutely gonna want to check these out and hope that the game doesn't crash in the process. We can't get any more upgrades here, only these ones. What's your grenade damage right now? I can't see that, can I? Nope, I cannot. Only bayonet or attack with a grenade. So cool addition. Only attack with bayonet. No, they didn't change stance, but that would be so cool if they just lower their bayonets. Light Dragoons. You go after their Hussars. Feels like we are starting to run out of all kinds of resources. Okay, so that didn't help. Frigate of East India Trading Company. You stand right there. You stand right there. But how now do I get the upgrade to create more kinds of ships? I wonder, because I have gotten all of my buildings. I don't see any one of these, but I guess I'm just gonna have to get all the upgrades I can, and then see if see if I miss something. Okay, the guards, I'm actually gonna want them here in the back. The Jaegers we can send in though. Boom. Oh yes. Beautiful. Thank you. Can you actually... Okay, you can shoot. You shoot at that? Yes, you can. You can shoot at that. Just bombarding. Okay, now you can stand here and hold your ground, please. Oh, I can't tell them to hold their ground because they're Jaegers. They do whatever the hell they want. Okay, there are no more upgrades for me here to get. No upgrades there. So where do I get? Where do I get to upgrade my boats? Maybe, just maybe. Okay, now I can actually get them. Develop new woodworking method. New construction materials? Maybe it's one of those. That will eventually transition into a new one. Marines. And make... Oh. Can't Marines be put into formation? Oh, they don't need... of course they don't need officers. They don't need officers at all. They just need themselves. And no one tells the Marines what to do. Stand ground right there. We are just gonna have to trade for all kinds of resources right now. I'm actually going to upgrade coal mines and iron mines because it feels like that's gonna be a problem later down the line. There we go. And then start sending workers into those mines. And hopefully that should help a little bit. There we go. And now, what do we need? I guess we still need to develop new woodworking methods. I would really like to know, like, what am I missing? But I'm just gonna keep upgrading everything I can get my hands on and hope that eventually... it will unlock the one I want. Ooh, we can actually change... Oh, yes. So instead of one at a time, they shoot an absolute volley. Doesn't that look absolutely amazing? And the same thing here. Oh, it's so cool. Love it. I don't care if it bankrupts me in terms of iron and coal. It just looks too cool to not be used. Now we got them to pull back because of it. That's amazing. Now, strengthen walls and towers. Okay, I guess I'll go ahead with that one. Just keep getting upgrades. Running out of dwellings. Yeah, of course, we're maxed out. So we're gonna have to start sending some units to their deaths. We have a lot of something here. The Grenadiers. I'm gonna need them to destroy buildings, though. I'd rather just send, like, Fusiliers or something like that. I don't need to make any more of these basic ones now, I don't think. Instead, I'll make Grenadiers and... Grenadiers and Marines and Guards. That should be better. We are still working hard on stone production, but when can I get these? I would love to know where the develop new woodworking methods actually comes from. It's not from the storehouse. It's not from the mill. It doesn't look like it's anywhere in the academy. So where can I get that upgrade? Maybe I just have to max out these things. And I don't need that. That's just a temporary upgrade. So it shouldn't be... That shouldn't be necessary for us. And... Boom! Yeah, suck it. Can you reach there, actually? I wonder how long the ships can actually reach. Oh, now they're shooting with the bombards. That's really cool. Do you have bombards? No, you don't. Just keep shooting at whatever you find. This is so cool. Love it. Now we can send in... Okay, with light dragoons. I can send in the mid-18th century dragoons that are mixed up with the... I guess mid? No? Late 18th century. It must be late 18th century. I was mixing it up with the 1800s. There we go. And keep getting these upgrades, and hopefully eventually we'll get the one we actually want. Can there be a building that I've missed to build? I don't think so. What could that possibly be? Can't get any upgrades in those buildings. Repair all ships. We don't really need that. I need the new woodworking methods. But maybe it's just... Maybe that upgrade actually isn't available. That could very well be the case. And we are... Nope, none of these. Maybe artillery accuracy? Or maybe it's just some miss in the mod that I can't really get that upgrade. Which is too bad in that case. It could be that it's dependent on being able to build artillery, which we can't right now. Which is too bad. Thinking about sending in a whole shit ton of guards, actually. Send in all of my light infantry. We are bombarding the everlasting bejesus out of their city. Can you actually reach? I don't think you can. Oh, actually maybe you can. No, not that far. That was the longest straw, it looks like. But the Hussars came in. Or the light cavalry did. And now we're going to send our elite forces. Make more guard formations. Really? Why couldn't I make a stronger formation than that? 72, there we go. We can actually put them... No, let's put them in a column formation. And the ships are doing their thing. Do we need to build more shipyards? That shouldn't be necessary. It doesn't look like we can get the next upgrades for the ships. So I'm gonna try to stop obsessing over that right now. Because we've gotten all the upgrades there. Almost everyone here. Maybe we just need to trade for these ones a lot more. New steel upgrade for musket. I don't know. Barrel types. Unicorn. Caronade. 12-pound cannons. Maybe we need these. Because the frigates have pretty significant firepower. And I don't think we need any more grenadiers right now. We can just be satisfied with getting some more upgrades on them. And then we need a lot of resources for the next ones here. Artillery accuracy. Maybe we need all of these. That would be weird, but maybe. Since it's a mod, we don't really know how things are going to affect each other. We just almost got another shipyard. Sending in some guards. 72 of them to be exact, and another 72 to march the western side of the British city, and then we'll send some grenadiers in after them. We are absolutely obliterating their mines as well. Just destroying their economy. Very important to do that. And no upgrade here either. Still need the freaking rib system. And the new woodworking methods. Which we cannot get. For whatever reason. There we go. Now we just need stone. I just traded all of my wood and stone for iron because it feels like that's the resource I need to upgrade these things. Now we need gold as well. Soon we should be there. Very slow upgrades. Feels like mathematics should be necessary to build a frigate. But I might very well be wrong. Not wrong about these troops though. They are strong as can be. Then just keep destroying whatever we get our hands on here. You can destroy that and that and that. Actually, all of you can destroy these things instead. But they still have troops. And they are strong. Now, mathematics. Try to go for that one. Need a lot of coal for that one instead. Let's trade for that. See how long that takes. All of you can go to... Actually, it looks like we might need food production. We're not doing that well on food. Make another formation of Fusiliers. But the ships are doing a splendid job at holding the line here. And the Grenadiers need more upgrades. Because that is taking way too long. Way too long. But we can't get them any more upgrades. So I guess it wasn't the case here that the last one made them insanely strong at taking buildings apart. Maybe we need the Canadian Grenadiers. High attack and defense values. It's target ranged. Blah blah. African volunteers. I don't think there's any big difference to these. We can try making those Grenadiers as well. We have gotten all the upgrades there. Need more to reform the cavalry stable. Don't really know how important it is to keep getting these upgrades. I'm just hoping that eventually I get the upgrade that will give me the frigates. Now we can send in some more troops. We have some Marines who are not in formation, but we can send in the light dragoons instead, maybe. And you are the guards. You come over here, destroy that, and that, and that, and then we can move down to destroy that mine, please. You, guards, move down here. Looks like your morale is very, very bad. Let's move you out of harm's way for a little bit. And hopefully that will get you... redeem your morale a little bit. Repair all ships. I don't see how that would help. And these are kind of like mercenary ships. Frigate of East India Company and Ship of the Lion from the East India Trading Company. There's nothing more here to upgrade. It would be really weird if it was the mathematics ones that we needed. Still would be somewhat logical. I just need to know the map. Like the upgrades map. What requires what. 62, so just keep trading. And there we go. Now we just need the wood. And 65, okay. It's actually a bit more expensive than I would have thunk. Now we just need the wood. We can try trading for that. Come on. There we go. And I don't think that is going to help us with more ships, but it would be fun if it did. Then you can destroy that building, and then we'll basically just move in. They don't have any troops that assembles near the command center. And sorry, this is going to be a very long video, because I want to explore absolutely everything I can on this mod. This might be worth it. Have some idle peasants that we can put in the gold mine. Still have the general up and running. Oh, it was actually all of the grenadiers we had that just died. Okay. But we have the Canadian grenadiers, and we also have... We should have some Scottish grenadiers running around. Or there we have Scotland grenadiers, so we can take a look at both of them. And I can't actually tell them to stand ground, so that's why they didn't, in fact, stand ground. Now we can scroll in and take a look at these lads. Scottish grenadiers look absolutely badass. The Canadians don't look too bad either, actually. Very, very cool designs. What about the Scotsman? Love it. Look really cool. And I'm going to want to play, to go through like every faction and see what's, if all of them have special designs. I would absolutely love to see that. Okay, so now we have gotten the mathematics upgrade. And we still can't get these 2 ship upgrades that are necessary. So what the damn hell? And now we're maxed out there. You can go to stone production instead. First, we just need to have you build another storehouse there. And we can have you start working on stone instead. And I think it's about time that we start moving in, actually. I want to see how long your range is with a bombard cannon. It's pretty long, actually. What about if we get some more of those? Pretty expensive, but might still be very useful. Now, let's take all of these. None of the peasants and none of the officers. Just take everything except the officers. And then move in. And hopefully this should be enough to beat them. Bombards are effective with a catch. Bomber vessels. Okay, I'm gonna get the train wood shop workers things. Just why not? Currently, I actually do have the economy for it. Now the troops are moving in, and we need to make sure that we select the grenadiers that we have. The very few that we actually do have. And where are you, my friends? Scottish grenadiers. Destroy that one. And the Canadian grenadiers, you can help out. And it should be the same winning conditions, that we just need to destroy all of their peasants and everything that can create peasants. So this town hall should hopefully be the last one, seeing as they don't have any mines left either. There we go. That is a victory. This mod looks so cool. I absolutely loved it. If we just check the statistics, when it comes to population upgrades, I did a good job at the beginning, but England was very, very close to catching up. But then we had a battle, and I killed a bunch of their stuff. And then they didn't really recover from that. They didn't reach the same level. Whereas I just maxed out, then dropped a little bit, maxed out again, and then finally dropped. But I would very much like to know how I could have gotten the frigates. If you know that, please let me know in the comments below. And if we look at the score dynamics, yeah, I did great. Killed a bunch of stuff, collected a bunch of resources. This is the AI stats. So that's that. Thank you so much for watching, and hope you enjoy the showcase of this mod. Once again, it's called Rise of America Plus, and it is a combination of the State versus Country mod by Awar and Demouls, and also the Terrain mod made by Ebels. And I very much enjoyed it, and I'm going to check out all of the nations in the game to see if all of them have these cool, unique units. If so, this is an absolutely game changer of a mod, and I hope you will try it out as well. Have a great day and take care. I will see you in the next one.
The Weird Bubble.